Hey everybody, it's me. I just wanted to make this video cast at home so that I could walk you through the Roundtable and Gateway experience. It's my intent to be really quick with this, no more than 10 minutes. So stick with me, follow along. The first thing that you're going to need to do is open up your Roundtable protocol or your Gateway protocol and also your advisory table of contents. Whoever's watching this and running the program, could you please put it on pause until everybody has done those two things. Open up your table of contents and then either your Roundtable or Gateway protocol. Do that now. Okay, very good. The purpose of this is to go through four things. Number one, what do you have to have when you Roundtable or Gateway? Number two, what do you have to say in order to fulfill your Roundtable or Gateway requirements? Number three, what do you have to do or make? And finally, number four, how you need to be approaching this process. Okay, we're going to start with number one. What do you have to have? Could you please open up your table of contents and look at your advisory, your list of advisory requirements? Okay, here we go. Hope you've got your list of advisory table of contents requirements in front of you, and you can do this one of two ways. You can either set it up on TaskStream, or you have a digital notebook, or you can have a physical notebook. Now, I know I've got students that are doing both, so it's up to you. If you want questions on how to do it digitally, send me an email, okay? Or ask Mr. Neugebauer, ask Mrs. Floyd Jefferson, the math teacher. There's a number of ways that you can go about doing this, okay? Take the initiative. First thing is that you've got to have your portfolio, and you've got to have your four sections. The first one is personal growth and leadership. You've got to have your handout, 6 Habits of the Mind. You've got to have your handout, the essential skills. You've got to have all of your scavenger hunt materials from Code a Day. You've got to have your career shadowing day reflection and your summer reading submission. You can't get away with not having any one of those pieces. You've got to have them. Next, academic growth. Now, this is where you have one piece of work from each class, from each trimester, for a total of 9 pieces of work. Now, these should be mastery projects. They should not be foundation. Try not to have exams unless you've got a class that just does exams. Try to find the best work that you've done. Stuff that shows how you've grown. Stuff that shows the very best capability of your work, because we're going to hear you talk about that. Going along with each one of these pieces of work, you need to have one reflection. We've talked about these reflections. I know many of you are almost done. Good job, those of you who are wrapping that up. Your reflections need to be linking each work to 2 of the Metro habits. So you'll have, in trimester 1, you'll have 3 pieces of mastery work, 3 reflections. 3 times 2, 6 Metro habits. You should be covering each of the Metro habits each trimester. Okay? Don't forget, use your handout of the habits of the mind in order to sort of gauge what those are. Next, in the next section, section 3, you need to have all of your service learning and advisory projects that we've done. You need to have your small group research project. You need to have all the sustainability information. Even if one person in your group did most of the work, then you need to get that from them. And hopefully they'll be nice in letting you have that. You need to get your service learning project plan. You need to have everything that you've done personally for the election day and Metro Council elements of service learning. Finally, in section 4, you've got to have your graduation planner. You've got to have your SMART goal finished and attached and with the rest of your stuff. You've got to have your college shadowing form completely finished. That's what you have to have. Okay, so here's what you have to say. You need to get to the point. You need to have it practiced. And you should probably be thinking about note cards. You got a very short time to demonstrate that you grew and developed this year. And you all did. There's personal growth, physical growth, intellectual growth. You moved out of your comfort zones and you did things that probably didn't think you'd be able to do. You'll need to briefly introduce each mastery project, what it was, how it demonstrates your best work, and which of the Metro habits it illustrates. Regardless of whether you're Roundtable or Gateway, you've got to do this step. You have to be definitive, but also concise. You need to be saying, always bringing it back to who are you now, how has what you've done at Metro shaped who you've become, and what are you now prepared to do. Okay, now, here's what you have to do. Here's what you have to get ready and do and prepare and create. For Roundtablers, first you have to discuss your work and habits, so you've got to make that. You've got to put it together. Then you've got to present a personal piece. You've got to make this personal piece. We want you to have fun with this. Last year we had everything from videos to gaming discussions to live music performances. The bottom line is you're going to be talking about your personal growth in a way that's besides Metro and school, and it's very important for me to see other sides of you. And you can show off a bit. You can talk about things that are completely not Metro, and it's okay. I want to see other sides. Finally, you'll explain to the panel a written statement that demonstrates your SMART goal for next year at Metro. Now, you're going to create this in advance and turn it into your advisor 1 week prior to your roundtable. So, for example, Stacy, you're roundtabling on the 8th. So you need to have this into me no later than the 1st, Monday. So Monday, Tuesday, that's our benchmark for getting these SMART goals into me. It's a written statement that's going to demonstrate your SMART goal. Also, what you have to do is roundtablers, you've got to invite the necessary people to your roundtable. I got to approve this list of persons I've got to approve this list of persons no later than 1 week prior to your roundtable. I've already done it for about half of my roundtablers, but for the other half, you've got to get this done. You've got to arrange and organize your advisory notebook so that it follows the table of contents and it's presentable and it's neat. We're not going to accept messy or unorganized tables of advisory notebooks this year. You've got to create a personal presentation piece. I've already said that. You've got to write a written statement. That's your conclusion. That's your SMART goals. We've already talked about that. And make sure that all your pieces answer the 3 essential questions. Now, Gatewayers, here's what you have to do. You have to create an extended analogy of the self. That's your introduction. It's a link between who you've become and this analogy that you're doing. Now, these can be really amazing, and I'm expecting great things. Last year, I saw a number of really fantastic gateways, and I'm expecting the same out of you. It needs to be polished, and it needs to be practiced. The best and most straightforward way to do this would be a PowerPoint, but I got to be honest, you have so many more skills that just doing a PowerPoint, that's straightforward, but challenge yourself. Your slideshow presentation will begin next. You have to prove that you're ready for college and internships so we can actually let you go and do these things. Finally, you'll need to have a written statement that demonstrates your SMART goals for your remaining years at Metro, your 3rd and 4th year. So, Gatewayers, you've got to invite your advisor, a parent, current first-year student, a staff member from your home district, and a teacher of your choice besides me. That's what you have to do. Now, the last thing we need to talk about is how you have to approach this. At Metro, we buy into the idea that reflection is a part of learning. And so the roundtable and the gateway are extremely important. They're not extra. The roundtable is the point. The gateway is the point. It's an end-of-year exhibition where you demonstrate beyond a shadow of a doubt to your parents, to the people that you want to impress, to me, to your teachers, to other students, your friends, that you've really become something here. That's the point. It doesn't matter if you're doing roundtable or gateway. There's special events. And we want you to approach them with the gravity that they deserve. With gravitas, with seriousness, with precision, with polish. And so that's what you have to do. Okay? Any questions, I want you to email me. Now, for the rest of the period, I want you to be able to work on your notebook, on your reflections, on getting together your college shadowing days, all the pieces that you need. Email me as necessary. Thanks very much. Have a great day. Goodbye.